I am Jagriti Verma from Exchange for Media, and this is TechTalk, where we explore the intersection of advertising and technology. Today, we are here with Prady Kumaar, the CEO of NP Digital India, a company that's striving to replace guesswork in digital marketing with sure shot solutions. Welcome, sir. So, first of all, we would like to take it up from there. Do you think guesswork in digital marketing can be replaced, especially when algorithms are changing so rapidly?
So first of all, thank you, Jagriti, for making this event to happen and to share with all of your audiences about the insights. So it's more of like the first question you asked about the guesswork. It's not about the guesswork because we are a performance marketing agency. When we say the performance, it is more relied with data and outcome based. Whatever the clients or the brands whoever coming to over us, they are still asking what is the return of investment and what is the cost I will be getting back when I'm just investing something into your company for the marketing solutions. That's what every individual clients will keep on asking, and we just giving that with the real-time data backup and the reports, and with our own tools like proprietary tools like Uber Suggest and Answer the Public, which gives more of insights to the clients in front. And we have lots of other tools also we are using, which will be giving more of the data about where their money really going into organic or paid. That will be giving the right kind of answers instead of the guess thoughts, because it's not about the guest thoughts, it's about the value returns for their money. We need to be backing it with the real data what we are actually giving them.
So do you think this whole thing about ROI is also changing how ads are created? Like, is it changing the creative thought in those ads, and is that impacting, is it same across global brands and Indian brands, or are they approaching performance marketing differently?
So I will tell creativity is a long haul game. It is a long term thinking plan, and most of the brands in this post pandemic, they are more have like thought process behind every single money spent wanted return of investment. So we trying to educate them on short run for their brand, whatever the money they are spending with us, wanted to give the right return of investment back to them in terms of sales or leads, whatever the goal tracks. But we will also partially with our social media team and the other content creation team, we are recommending them, we want to balance the brand building activities as well, because brand building more of a long term journey, because I know the short-term urgency either from the owner, they want to get sales, return of investment, the businesses every month for fueling the real traction of running their products and services. But we are parallelly recommending them creativity matters. Most of the long-term plans and long-term game also need to be implemented into this with social media or other content creating activities, because we are trying to balance that. Still we are a performance marketing company. We want to obey with the return of investment. If a client comes and asks what is done, we need to be answered for that.
Absolutely. Is the trend same across the globe, or is India any different in this regards?
When it comes to the trend, I won't say it's same between global and India, because India is actually having an first world moving ambition.
Right.
But still, we are having a mentality of third world.
Oh.
As of now.
Okay.
In tier 2, tier 3, but with investment in digital India and mobile
Internet
penetration, proliferation, like most of the people now moving ahead to the first world thought process in spending activities, and our company is developing fast, I have no doubt of it, but we are so price sensitive. But when I say about the global brands, they have the thought process to have a brand loyalty more compared to Indian consumers, because with Indian consumers, with price sensitive culture, so it needs to be the brand loyalty sometimes go in a shadow compared to the price sometimes win over the brand loyalty. That's what the major of the audiences are looking for. Even the clients are even looking for, no, I just wanted proper return of investment. You just give me the plan. I don't want to build the brand immediately. I will come slowly and build the brand, but more thought process to have to fight the competition and make themselves to acquire the clients as soon as possible and customers soon. That is what most of them happening. So I won't say that the trends are same from global and India. India have a different thought process altogether. There are lots of diversification and lots of cultural changes, and regional languages are different. Something working out in south won't be working out in north. I'm saying movies work, but not with
they can dub it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to ads, do you think there is that brands are just going for a generic thing across India, or are they really putting in the effort to understand regional and cultural nuances, especially when performance is the goal? So is it the same narrative that's going across, or are they really creating, say, regional campaigns for that matter?
So when it comes to performances in normal in a Google paid campaign and organic campaign, it more of like the optimization will be so I will say it is targeting on the specific user persona. But when it comes to social media or other content channels or with the video content, whatever any things we going to focus upon, we want to go with dive deepening into the regional nuances, understanding what the real time audiences in south will be actually looking upon, and maybe like state wise what they will be more thinking which is suitable for them. And maybe we need to know the context of the entire ad campaign. We can't go directly and do it. We need to understand the preferences of the targeted audiences, and we need to mix that kind of approach with performances. I will recommend language matters, and if we are giving in a more regional languages with influencer driven performance marketing campaign, that will have a huge return of investment for most of the brands, because when a local influencer in the local community who have more influences for the local language states, so it will give a good return of investment if we are focusing like that.
Absolutely. So ROI is definitely a very important metric for all brands. Apart from that, what are the other metrics that are really gaining prominence when it comes to brand conversations?
So I will say the customer experiences that matters a lot, because whenever the customer tries to engage with you, from the first interaction with the website or app or whatever the medium they're trying to interact with, it need to have a proper experience. Because the experience creates the first trust. The first impression is the best impression. As you know that the landing page, it need to have a good user experience, user flow. The design need to be best, and it need to make audience understand, and then navigation and everything need to connect with them in terms of emotion. And the copywriting matters a lot, because regionally if we are connecting with different contents, whenever the different area changes, that connects more with the audiences. So I won't say like we want to just see the conversion metrics. We want to see beyond that the experience, the individual users, how they are feeling, and how you are actually trying to give a personalized approach in terms of, while the users landed into your website and how the recommendations, whatever you're thinking, it shouldn't be irrelevant. It need to have a tailored approach. So with that way, the brand loyalty will start increasing, so that the repeat audiences will come again, and you want to have a proper feedback loop, and you want to ask them if the experience is good, or they good with the delivery, or something is bad. Then they will be properly engaging you again, and if you are really hearing that feedback, then the loyalty obviously will spike. They will become a brand advocate for you to speak the same to their friends or peers, and it will become a word of mouth process over there. So it's not only just with putting a money and getting what is the conversion metrics. That alone is not a matter of fact. There are the other things we want to be looking upon to build the trust between the brand and the users.
So can that customer experience be measured? Like, how are you doing that? Is there a question from the brands that we want to measure even this? Like, how do you measure it?
So we can measure just by our not how it's more of like how the user engaging with the website or the app or the individual video. If they are watching the full video, if they are reading the full content, the time they spent on the whole website or the respective content, whatever you have wrote for the respective pages, that will give the trust. That will give the trust for them, and that will give you understanding of when you are checking your analytics, and you know that okay, these are the audiences actually spent more time, they are actually liked our approach, or maybe the content, or whatever the things we have placed into our website. That will give our insights to target who are the right kind of audiences, what they really loved much, what they have engaged much, what they have viewed without skipping, and whatever they have the good bounce rate.
Correct.
Then you know, okay, these audiences are the right fit. Okay, then we can tailor the messages accordingly via email with other contents to make them get connected. So that is also one of the things you can look upon.
Right. So since every brand is trying to sort of capture the same markets or the same consumer, there's a lot of competition there also, which performance marketing can help with. But do you think it's also creating a clutter where the platforms also have to work harder to find you those audiences and ensure that you get good returns as a brand? So what is that changing the customer acquisition costs, or is it like going up, or is it stable as of now? How are brands looking at that?
So I will tell one thing: to manage the customer acquisition cost depends upon the platform. You first want to try multiple platforms. For certain industries and certain specific services or products, certain channels will give a good return of investments. So we want to know which channel that is, and we want to do a try with initial engagement with the multiple channels. Then we will come to understand which channel is more suitable for our kind of services or products. Like for e-commerce, it will be a different thing. For service-based business, it will be a different thing. If I say that if it is a complete D2C brand, that will have a different approach. So it's more of like you want to know in what way the channel is engaged with the right audiences. We want to focus on the right channel. That itself will reduce your acquisition cost. Then by going into the right channel, we want to give our best experiences, not only by the campaign, whatever the targeting on the channels. We want to know like what kind of audiences will be engaging in that platform, and who are our targeted audience, and what kind of content need to make them engage back and forth. We need to do that, and we need to maximize that to give the good returns, not by spending so much on all the things.
Sure. So since your entire business is so data oriented, I'm sure AI is something that you're really innovating with. So could you tell us a little bit about what are the top 3 innovations at NP Digital India that you're really trying to change the landscape with those?
We already integrating our AI driven stuffs into our own proprietary tools like Uber Suggest, Answer the Public, to give more definitive answers or the results or the data, whatever the things we want to be getting out of it. When this AI has been used into marketing, we need to know, like I will keep on saying, the companies who try to use AI along with the development of AI, they know how to stand among the competition. If the company is thinking how to use AI, they didn't know how to integrate that AI in terms of tools, in terms of audience segregation, in terms of you want to know what kind of people efficiency can be improvised with such kind of tools. Like that, you want to slowly integrate here and there with the AI. If that has not been done, then the company can't get evaluated to bring the best outcome. The outcome need to have the good efficiency, and it needs to be known that okay, companies are adapting into the AI, and there are multiple tools and like chatbots, AI chats have been integrated in some certain website development projects. We integrated some AI chatbots which answers most of the questions. Only few of the answers need to be done when the manual customized tailored message needed. Until then, the chatbot will answer most of the users need. Like that, we have given in our website development, when we done with few websites, we have integrated with our own external third-party tools. Like that, we know what is the mix of AI can be done in the stuff, and we are delivering the right services. It will actually give the maximum efficiency for the both for the company as well as for the clients.
Right. Since everything is changing so rapidly, do you think you can have the visibility of what this entire landscape would look like in 3 to 5 years? Is that even possible? And if it is, then what do you see?
I'm just seeing that hyper personalization with AI tools integrated into that, because hyper personalization comes when we have a smart AI tools know what kind of audiences to get targeted and what kind of recommendation or tailored message we need to give them, not to just annoy the audiences or clients. It need to make that personalization should make the audiences to feel that that brand is connecting with us, rather than just they are just trying to penetrate our privacy. It's more needed for the focus on hyper personalization will become a huge trend. And I will tell that omni-channel attribution, which will also becomes a huge part of play with AI tools. And another thing, content marketing still become a huge player, and content marketing going to be standing high. And recent terms, the video interactive videos are more the brands like to do, and still the video will dominate. And these are the things becoming the high trend. So whatever the things to be a brand need to invest, they need to invest on how the cross channel will communicate with each other. When I'm just showing one ad here, how it need to actually interact with the user on the other channel with the same message. So like that, it need to know the thing. This has become the huge trend, but with the right kind of AI tool, we know we can target the audiences. For that, yes, the brands need to start investing on their first party data collection, because first party data collection is like by creating a trust with your users, you can create more first party data. With that more first party data within you, then you know that when this cookieless future is coming along, and you know how to get all the users to get interacted with this kind of personalization, and the brand can connect with them to build their relationships. That's what they can do. I'm telling you.
It seems quite nice. The future seems nice. So essentially, lastly, we would like to understand, what is the one thing that you feel the industry at large should understand about what you're doing at NP Digital India?
um, we will say, first we need to take a brand by understanding the pain points,
Right.
and what value we can give them by understanding the right approach for the respective brand need. If the brand really needed, they want to invest into an organic or paid media on social, or they want to grow the brand first and then they can come for selling. We want to be just don't want to say come we will take every approach and we will do all services all together. No, we want to work along with the brand to understand that what is their real marketing objective, what they're going to accomplish with their marketing, what is their priorities. It's more of them, and with that we will come up with a tailored plan where we want to work along with you in how we going to deliver the respective work, and it needs to be in aligned with their budget, and we need to be giving the right kind of a return of investment. We with our own teams who are regularly getting training from a global teams, and the regular brainstorming happening between the west to here, and we can stand high with our knowledge, and we know what is working, what we need to change to make it work better.
So you just have a lot of jigsaw puzzle pieces that you bring together and sort of make it work for the client, which is great.
Yeah.
Just like this conversation, which has been really
Because
great.
we trying to make every client understand, and we will try to do the best to educate ourselves to make the client to know that okay, performance marketing will take certain time, and we don't want to over promises. We need to deliver the right results at the right time. So we are keep on trying to work along with the client, trying to meet them in person and explaining that. Then the same thing will be communicated to the team to understand our client is loving this and we want to give the back, and we want to gain the trust back by giving the right kind of need.
That's a tough task, but I'm sure you're doing a great job at it. Great, that's about it. Thank you so much. This was a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jagrati, and for your time and for your team being here. And it has been a instant interview. You just planned to ask, but I just tried to give the answer instantly without any preparation. But I hope it's somehow connecting the audiences.
Yes,
no problem.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.